Greetings, it is I, ShepherdShang, and I am still here at the Mysterious Fortress, which is an adventure map I did not complete. Of course, if you're watching this second part, then you probably already know all that, because I did talk about that. So, what am I going to do in this part? Well, the original intention was that this is only going to take 2 parts. I really did not expect that first part to take so long. Yeah, that was unexpected. I did not expect that recording to go for 40 minutes. Yeah, I was thinking this whole thing would be maybe an hour total, and I just cut it up into 2 episodes. Yeah, I really should have known better after I just did the normal tour around this place in creative before recording that it took me half an hour to do that. Yeah, anyway, okay. So, continuing where I sort of left off. We had basically just gotten up here, and I was looking at honestly, the gold does not look that great, does it? It really sticks out. But yeah, well, whatever. I did it. I won't be doing it again. So, we've got these little things. We've got these quartz pillars, gold blocks at the top. Some little indentations here. A line of glowstone here. And redstone there. These are meant to be arches, but they don't look terrible, but they also don't look that great either. But whatever. Then of course another line of gold. Yeah, the gold was a bad idea, I'll be honest. Here over top of this entranceway we've got something that generally doesn't... This bit here really doesn't look that great, does it? I mean, even if you're not in... If you're just in adventure mode, you wouldn't really notice it, but... it doesn't look good. But whatever. The entrance itself doesn't look that bad, and I just went past it. Okay, so... Quartz stairs, more quartz pillars, more gold. Just ignore it, Shang. You did this a year ago. You kind of abandoned it. Redstone up there. Now, it's a little bit hard to tell what this is supposed to be. These are meant to be doors. These are supposed to be like the edges, and these are the inside. This door won't budge. How can I get inside? Yeah, I didn't really do a great job demonstrating that these were doors, did I? Without that sign, you might have been able to guess the way that this looks like an entrance. And, not quite wall sconces there. Carpeting. Another sign? Didn't I see a broken window at the top? Well, no, you didn't, because I haven't actually gone up there yet. And you probably can't because the perspective is crap. Yeah, I think you can sort of see the difference in the one window that's broken up there. But honestly, it's really hard to tell. And where are they dying? Okay, so anyway, back to the front. So next up, we got this level. Got some more little indentations here created with bricks and bricks. Yes, they are bricks. Stairs and half slabs. We got this pushed further back with some more interesting looking indentations this time. Of course, we got this here, which honestly actually looks fairly good. If I had more colors the way I do in 1.10, it'd probably look even better. Which honestly could be said for this whole build. Yeah, making everything in another brick doesn't look super great, simply because it's just one color and that's it. So we've got some more stuff, an indentation there, How did I do that? That's more stairs. 4 stairs in a way. There's that broken window I mentioned. And now we've got these windows up here. This is a nice little indentation here. Interesting little pattern. And then of course we've got the roof, which looks neat. But for the moment I'm going to leave the roof at this because let's talk about something else. I'll show you why we're ignoring the roof in a bit. So, how would you get up there if I had actually finished the map? Well, if you look over here, remember how I mentioned there was some parkour? Guess what? It's over here. I failed miserably. Okay. So yeah, we got a little path going this way. Really doesn't fit in with the idea of what I was doing. Something spawned and died there. Okay. So yeah, we got stuff going up to this tower. Another sign. What are these ladders doing here? Gee, I don't know. Maybe it's just a stupid design choice. And I'll get to that in a bit. For the moment, let's look at these towers, because they are pretty big. And I'll talk about this in a minute. So what do they look like? Well, they're the same on all 4 sides. They look like this. They've got T's of redstone, glowstone in there. They just keep going up like that. Until eventually you get to the top. Which again, I'm going to get to in a minute. First, let's talk about this. And that. Yeah, these, the fill command, me messing up with the fill command is what this is. Yeah, not the best thing. But there is, in fact, a reason for this. And it's stated right here. So, there was an actual nether fortress here originally. Naturally, it needed to go away. So, lava. So, and again, like I said, bad design choices. Look at this. This looks terrible. I mean, eventually I would have fixed it, but still, it's just... it does not look good. There's part of the nether fortress that was here. And now we're under the lava. And you can see the nether fortress that was here. Yeah, it's covered up. I mean, it doesn't really look all that great. Again, this is more of the fill command. This area looks so weird, I gotta admit. Those are those torch pillars. Yeah, they're there because of the fill command. So let's take a quick look around here. There's something from the fill command. We're currently under the build. Fill command. Oh look, a whole bunch of nether brick. That's ugly. Of course, you would never see it unless you actually went into creative. Fill command. And look, another huge wall. Again, you wouldn't see it if it weren't for the fill command. Creative. Got a whole bunch of stuff under here. See, what the? What just happened? What the heck? How did I get teleported? Okay. That, Okay, give me a sec. I gotta check. Spawn. And... I know what that is. The way I set up these teleporters, it's a teleport the nearest player. So even though I wasn't actually in this area, it still teleported me because I was the closest player when it was activated. Oh, I hadn't even considered that when I was making these. I had not considered mobs just appearing on these. Yeah, because this area is somewhere you're not supposed to be yet. This part of this area would have been in the last part of the video. I'm going to keep this in, but I'm going to cut out the next part where I'm going back to the area I was. Okay, so I'm somewhere. Don't know if this was the same area. But hey, here's the bottom of a tower. Yeah, this is what it looks like. These are the sort of the guts of the build. Oh, right near the entrance. That's convenient. Yeah, these are what the sort of the guts of a build in Minecraft look like. It can be interesting to see when you don't do stuff like this yourself. Yeah, eventually all this stuff would have gotten covered up, but again, I never completed it. But it probably wouldn't have looked much different down here, simply because it doesn't really need to. Yeah, because the stuff would have been covered up, you wouldn't actually need to see it. Well, there's an interesting spawn point. Okay, so let's head back over to the parkour. Oh, and here's another thing to notice. I mentioned how I had to get rid of a bunch of bedrock. So I'm going to speed up this whole thing real quick just to show you what this area looks like, just how big it is. Okay, that didn't take too long, but to put it in perspective, the fill command cannot go too far, pretty much. So some of the stuff, I think the limit is a total of 4,000 blocks it can get rid of. Yeah, so the stuff ended up with stuff looking like this. But, stuff happens. Again, I probably would have tried to sort of smooth this out, sort of increase this area to make it look a little bit like mountains, and then put more bedrock on top of that. Sort of make this look like it was some kind of gigantic cavern within the Nether. But again, things didn't really work out. I just heard a ghast attack something. Or maybe that was the music. I'm not sure. Anyway, so back to the parkour section and the appearing skeletons, and we're finally gonna get to the roof, and you'll see why I've been sort of avoiding the roof. Because, like I said, while that entrance, that front area, was probably what I'm most proud of with this build, the roof is the part that I'm second most proud of. I think the roof looks really good. So now we're up here on the roof. Oh, neat. It's got, what are these called? Gables? I think it is. They're gables. Gabled roofs. And how you get there? Neat. Yeah, I gotta say, the roof it turned out really well. No, I actually put in most of those stairs, not by hand, simply because it would take forever. I actually did it through a fill command. You were actually able to change the position of the stairs, which can get a little bit complicated, admittedly. It took a long time to do. Probably would have been faster with this computer that I'm using now, but hey, whatever. Like I said, it actually turned out really well. So, okay, so you would have come through here, you would have gone along here, or up here, to this broken window. If I had actually built this thing in a way that you could actually see it. Yeah. Without the potion night vision, even I can't tell that it's even... I can barely tell it's there. Yeah, not the, not exactly a great choice. So, anyway, the roof. This roof is actually really big, so let's take a look at it. Now, I got this whole section is mirrored, but this section, things start looking a little bit more interesting. Oh look, it's some sort of fiery tower thing. Yeah, the roof was an interesting build. I just basically did all sorts of stuff. It has no real purpose. You can't get up here thanks to the parkour, so this stuff would be visible for you. You could come up here and find this stuff. But you don't need to. A lot of this stuff, again, is just stuff I threw in for people who are observant and like exploring. Look at that. It's some sort of lamp. Street lamps look thing. Ah, here's another arched roof. And here we get into the really crazy stuff. I mean, what is the purpose of this? The answer is that it has no purpose. It's literally just there to look interesting. Look at this. Why is it here? No reason at all. Oh, there's lava falling from down there. Cool, it's falling into that. What the heck is this thing? It doesn't look like anything. Because it isn't really anything. This is a cool looking pattern. Why does it exist? Random crap. Oh hey look, tables. They're just sort of there. Again, this stuff, just a whole bunch of random stuff I added basically to look interesting. These serves no real purpose. This thing. What the heck? Well, if you look at it from above, it looks a little bit like a stylized mouth with teeth. And one gold tooth, just because. Lava pouring into the mouth. Why? Because I could. This whole thing was just... because I felt like it. And I think I've said that several times at this point. Just interesting looking little patterns and stuff. Look at this. It's a skylight. Neat. Oh, more patterns. There's a road with streetlights. Why is it here? Because I felt like it. Indeed. Now, I'll get to this section in a moment. Let's look at the rest of the roof. Look, another one of these arched things. Oh, cool, another flaming tower. Neat. More windows, which you notice are not in the same pattern as they were on the other side. They're just this sort of thing here. Why is it there? I don't know. I felt like it. Patterns. Look, another window. Another window. Just a thing with a glowstone on top. It looks like some kind of fountain. Yeah, just random stuff I created just to look interesting. Look, this even goes over the edge of this. There's a hole there. I'll talk about that. Yeah, this is all just random stuff to look interesting. And to be honest, it works pretty well, I think. Oh, those are mirrored. You know, I also specifically ignored this and that. Talk about that in a bit. But hey, let's look at these towers real quick. You know, these are a different design than the others. Oh look, there's lava pouring down. And there are stairs going all the way down. Oh, and of course they just sort of end abruptly here. Yeah, ending abruptly is something that happens very commonly. Like, look at this. This is something you would never have seen if you were just playing this through normally. It's just there. Just all the sort of the works of the thing. Those were done in MC Edit, I'm pretty sure. Now let's look again at these towers. They all have this design on them, on all sides. I like the way these towers look. The stairs inside them were problematic simply because they didn't really mesh too well together. Oh hey, look, there's a hole in the center of these towers. What's down here? A lava, eventually. But yeah, nothing super interesting about this. You wouldn't have been able to get in here because there would be no way up to these towers. Up here there is, because, again, the stairs. So let's look at this part here. Flames up on the roof. Windows, alternating colors of stained glass. And patterns in the sides. Well, patterns, indentations. And, of course, some iron doors. Let's go inside. Oh, look! It's a house! And there are paintings. And hanging lamps. A whole bunch of stuff, including food. Flowers, which of course make no sense because this is the Nether. Whatever. And here's a bunch of stuff. Some records, just... oh, I forgot about those. Okay, I'll get to those in a second. Bottles of enchanting, some diamonds, flint steel, another star, and some books I named an anvil. Okay, let's see what these books were named. Sherlock Holmes. Holmes spelled like a home. Make a house a home. Sunset. New moon. I wonder how many people understand all these references. I hope they do. Board Game of Thrones. God King of Dune. I did not change the name of that one. Okay, that's just flat out the name of a book. Dr. Y. Discworld, the Dark Fantastic. Harry Potter. Dig Build, the story of Boojang. Trek Wars 7, a new farce. Oh, those are pretty good, I gotta admit. I totally forgot about that stuff. Okay. So, stairs. Oh, a skull. And redstone. The redstone on the ground like this, if you've played some older adventure maps, you'll notice that they are basically used as bloodstains. So what's this? Shattered tiara. Can I get this thing out when I'm in creative? I don't think I can. What does it look like? It is an iron helmet with Unbreaking 3. So, stairs. What's up here? It's a bed. A really big canopied bed, which I admit does not look that great. Yeah, I definitely could have done a better job making this thing. What's with that? I don't know why those are there. Maybe just something I forgot to destroy? I don't know. So anyway, if you had explored the roof before going into the rest of the map, which is basically the only way to explore the roof if you're doing this the way you would normally have through adventure mode, this would have been the first piece of armor you could find here in the fortress. Again, it's an iron helmet with Unbreaking 3. It's not exactly super great, but hey, it's interesting. And you also get the first hint of the story for this map. Because yes, this map did have a story, which, because I didn't really put a whole lot of signs up and stuff in the spaces we've been so far, you kind of don't really know the story. It's a little bit hard to tell. Yeah, again, I didn't do a great job with that. Something I will fix if I ever do any more adventure maps, which may or may not happen. So, one last thing before we head in. This whole front entrance, this whole approach, this sort of the stairs, the tiered layers and stuff, even the pools there, I actually based this off a picture of something. It isn't exactly a perfect recreation or anything like that. No way. But I based the looks off it of something that already existed. And that is artwork of the design for the final dungeon of the video game Dragon Quest VI. If you don't know anything about the Dragon Quest series, the artist who made the art for them is named Akira Toriyama. I said it wrong. Akira Toriyama, who is also the same artist who created the Dragon Ball series and its various spin-offs. So yeah, it's you can probably find a picture of the final dungeon somewhere online. It looks pretty cool, and I did sort of base the this entranceway off of it. So yeah, shout out to Akira Toriyama and being an awesome artist. He's never gonna hear this. So, into here. So, you'll notice that there's that huge open space there. You notice a command block over there. Let's look at what you would have found before you had done all this. Oh, hey look, another face. So, you would have come in from here, and your only options would have been to drop down somewhere. Now, if you were really good at jumping, or maybe if you had a speed potion or something, you might be able to make it onto here. Probably not my best design choice. I probably should have covered this up with something or other at some point. Of course, there's nothing here. And this command block, this is where I placed the stairs from. How I did the roof. So this is just sort of an empty space. It was meant to be an empty space. There's meant to be nothing here. And the same is true on the other side. Yeah, there's another command block with just more empty spaces. Yeah, I really didn't take into account something like speed potions. Or jump boost potions for that matter, because this is 1.8. Although you couldn't technically get to this section because if you're in adventure mode, you couldn't break this stuff, and you could only jump off from here. Still, something I did not take into account when designing this place. So anyway, where could you have jumped from here? Well, you could have jumped down onto here. What is he standing on? A barrier block. What? How the heck did you get on top of that? Did you spawn there? Huh. I guess that's something else I didn't take into account. Now, Let's take another quick look up here. Ooh, there's a face. Oh, I'm surprised! Got more of these guys spewing lava. Here is a chest that would have been gotten rid of with some locations. So you could have fallen from there, fallen down to the ground, possibly into that lava. Or of course you've done the smart thing and fall into here. Oh, come on. What are you doing up here on the barrier blocks? Probably not my best design choice as well, because I definitely didn't take this into consideration. I mean, come on. They spawned right there and they fell onto the barrier blocks. Oh, that's annoying. So, if you had indeed fallen onto this part, which admittedly is probably the only way you could have survived. Again, not my best design choices. Well, so, because of the barrier blocks, you wouldn't have been able to get here. But, of course. Definitely didn't do a great job with those. Yeah, no. Not my best choice. So, where could you have fallen? Get back onto the ledge. Well, again, could have fallen into the lava. Hey, let's take a quick look. Would this fall kill you? Not quite. But of course, that's from full health. So yeah, again, not my best choice. Really can't help but wonder what I was thinking with those barrier blocks, aside from just sort of preventing you from getting here. Is there anywhere else you could have fallen? Like maybe if you had angled it right? Or... no? I just sort of didn't do a good design here. Yep, I just didn't design it very well. Yeah, that's another problem with this map. So, let's look here. These are those doors you couldn't get through. The iron blocks here are meant to be hinges, though again, that's not super obvious. Oh look, here's a strange looking face. And here are some faces, again, spewing lava into pools here. Some areas... areas? Just some things with fire. Hello, Wither Skeleton. You do not have a sword. Yes, you're real. I wasn't completely sure, to be perfectly honest. Okay, and... oh, there's another one. Did I put barrier blocks here? I did not. Really did not do a great job designing that. Whatever. Okay, so... if you survive the fall, which I really... never mind, just... I've said it so many times. Here's where you would have ended up. Look, carpeting. Red carpet. Statues again. They're all... well, they're not all pointing towards the throne. And a sign. Oh, that's not a good sign. Yeah, I'd think finding all that all those skulls crowding around a skull, all these skulls surrounding a throne probably wouldn't look very good. Especially with the bloodstains on the throne. So, a broken crown. Oh my. That doesn't sound good. Oh, here's some more wall sconces with flames in them. And I probably should have done something about this hole here. But whatever. Again, it was unfinished map. And now, let's take one quick look around, because I am, once again, almost at 40 minutes of recording time. Holy crud. We've got these interesting looking glass pillars filled with lava, supporting these walkways up here, which you notice do have doors in them. We'll talk about that in a second. Indents. Oh, no, just a sound in real life. We've got some kind of entrances over there leading to stuff. We'll talk about that in a second. There's that, which again I'll be talking about. Actually, it probably won't be in a second. It'll probably be in the next episode, technically. We got some doors here, which there is apparently no way to open. We've got some doors over here that also have pretty much no way to open. And again, we've got some entranceways over here. And there are doors over here, of course. Again, you notice that some of these doors have no way to open them. There is a reason for that. And at this point, again, I've been almost 40 minutes of recording. I suppose I'll just go into it the next episode. Yeah. Again, I really did not expect all this stuff to take this long. I genuinely expected it to only be like an hour of recording top? What am I saying with top? About an hour maximum recording. That's what I was thinking of. I just didn't say it very well. So I'm sitting here on this honestly not too good looking throne. Yeah, it's not great. I mean, it's not horrible. I mean, it's still pretty obvious it's a throne, but anyway, I'm ShepherdShang. I'll see you in the next part.